Is it possible to find a web designer, a developer, and even a strategist to help elevate your project to the next level online? Yes, 100%, absolutely, and I will prove it. Upwork is filled with top freelancers all across the world, especially in the US. You just have to know how to find them and choose them correctly for your project. So I will, of course, talk about myself, what to expect from me, but at the end of the video, I'm also going to give you 5 keys to finding the perfect person for your project so that you can qualify them for yourself. But first, let's go over what to expect from me and who I am. I am a top-rated, over 90% job success rate, a 10K earner with all 5-star reviews on Upwork, who's been developing websites for over a decade. Here are a few of the websites I've done, with some with strategy, some with copy, some with just design, and much, much more. My main skills are web design, web developing, copywriting, inbound marketing, organic content marketing, and graphic design, along with branding. I personally have many different websites. I have 3 different YouTube channels, and I manage around 10 YouTube channels and probably around 20 different websites at a single time. And for one of my personal YouTube channels, I have around 6,000 subscribers. So I do practice what I preach. I have websites that do well, and I also have YouTube channels that do well. Quick side note, I'm based out of Austin, Texas. And yes, I am a musician. I love music. And I'm also a foodie. I also love dogs. So what to expect from me? I only take on clients that I believe in myself, that I am passionate about myself. So I am all about the Steve Jobs saying of being a part of a vision that pulls you forward. And I love helping people achieve their vision. So there are many projects that I do say no to if I do feel that we are not a fit. And I feel like that's important. I'm not trying to, of course I am trying to make money because this is my living, this is my full-time job. But that doesn't mean anything if I'm not able to deliver a high quality, high value service to you. And that's why I am very picky with who I work with. And along those lines, I truly take the time to listen to your vision, to listen to what you want, your journey, where you're at in your own journey, and how I can be a part of your team, whether it's big, medium, or small. So, as promised, if you've made it this far, then I will give you the 5 keys to finding the right person on Upwork from a dude on Upwork. And I've also hired services on Upwork too. So I've been through the hiring process myself. Number 1, check their reviews. Obviously, this goes without saying, but you should read very, very thoroughly because it will give you a tremendous insight into how these people work and what they actually do for each project, then the value they deliver. So, and also, even if it's somebody regularly new to Upwork, I would, and you meet them and say they just don't have any reviews yet, I would still be willing to give them a chance, of course, as long as on the interview it made sense and their profile was well filled out. So if you have someone that looks promising, but they don't really have any reviews and they look new, but they filled out their profile very neatly, the grammar looks great, they've done a video, and you can tell they're trying their best, they have a portfolio, you know what I'm saying? If they've gone through all that effort, where it's like the portfolio looks very, very nice, the words, description, everything looks good, then I would give them a chance, 100%. Of course, after meeting with them and everything, and if it all looks right, but I would definitely give them a chance. Number 2, check their bio carefully. A lot of the times, this is all about qualifying. I always look to qualify the person before they come. So obviously, if they have 100% job success rate, it's fantastic. If they have, if they're top rated, that's even better. And if they have if they've earned a lot of money, of course, yes, that makes sense. All those are great signals. But I also think checking the description to seeing how much care and time they went into the description, you can usually tell when someone is able to write and communicate effectively, just in the small amount of time, small amount of description they have. Then that's something I would usually go for. Number 3, and this is a big one to me, is make sure they follow the rules. So recently, Upwork put out a rule that basically it's just a new policy that you're not able to give any personal information out before a contract has started. So that created a lot of uproar recently between freelancers in Upwork and clients in Upwork, or potential clients. But even so, Upwork is still a company. They are looking to make money, but they are also looking to create a systemized order of processes. It's the same thing that you would do in your own business. That's the way I looked at it. I was a little frustrated, but at the same time, it's actually been kind of a blessing, because now I tell everyone that I follow these policies, and I follow the rules. And, because yes, some rules like marketing, maybe should be broken or whatever once in a while, but some rules should not be broken. If you're not willing to, so if I'm a freelancer and if you're not willing to at least to use Upwork's call or Zoom feature just to meet with me, then that automatically disqualifies us working together. Because if you're not actually willing to at least do that to help me, because one, I can get terminated. My account can get terminated and I can lose my income, which is definitely not cool. And the other thing is, if they're trying so hard to get off the platform, that if you're noticing that the freelancer is just trying to manipulate its way around it, well, imagine if you had a policy or like an NDA or just something that you told them not to do, and they somehow, it's like, would you still trust them as much? I understand that sometimes you want to kind of get around things because you don't want Upwork to take the cut, but I don't mind Upwork taking the cut, because they're helping me in the background. They're helping me get clients, and it's all good. I mean, it's all good. It's fine. I'm trying to. And that's why I say that, you want them to follow the rules, and make sure that they're not trying to like con their way through different things, because sometimes that's what people like to do. To me, I would want somebody to follow a rule if I gave them instructions on how to do it within my own business, or with something that I wanted them to do for security reasons or whatever. So I hope that makes sense. Number 4 is be wary of template/spam proposals. I always try to make an effort to get the first name of that person, through good means, to say, hey, Jason, this is a fascinating project. Here's a demo that I think looks exactly like it. So I always try to customize my proposals to the person that I'm talking to. That way they feel wanted, needed, and listened to. There are of course blocks of things that I always write, like my skills and a bit of my background. That of course is things that I put in there almost every single time that are going to be the same. But like at least half, I'm always trying to customize to an extreme degree. That's why I only really send out a few proposals a day. Because I really try to do a conscious effort to read, listen, and study each person I'm trying to connect with. And it's been paying off well so far. So that's one thing I would be aware of. And you can usually tell when things is just copy and paste and there's been like minimal effort, So That's what I would be, because if they're trying to do that, if they're trying to do copy and paste and everything, then they may try to do copy and paste with so much of for your own work instead of like something creative and high value. And finally, number 5, the last one. Did they read what you wrote in your proposal? I would try to quiz them on that and try to figure out, did they actually read or did they actually see or research or just bother to look at my PDF that I attached or anything? Because you would be amazed at how many people don't do that and they just vomit out a proposal and then they just expect to learn everything on the interview, So, but it is also your responsibility to give out that information. So I would make sure that you give out the appropriate amount of information that you feel that can really get them a good grounding before. That way it saves everyone time and it can just be an easy, quick process, onboarding process, partnership process. You guys have an amazing time and build projects together and you find the right person you're looking for. And hopefully I'm the right person for this project that you're looking for, that you have. I hope this helped you, and I can't wait to see what amazing project that you are tackling head on. Let's do it.